Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name's Carmen. Today we have a reading that seems to be very insistent that the truth is coming out from the Santa Muerte deck. We've got the Ace of Swords, Six of Swords in the reverse, and the Moon. The Six of Swords in the reverse is probably the most concerning one here because it implies that somebody has some difficult times ahead. This is like storm warning. Um, and it's all because the truth is coming out, especially because we've got this like the rays of sunshine coming from the cloud above or behind this Ace of Swords. There's something here that somebody is, I think, anxious or freaking out about in terms of what the consequences or the fallout will be because of this truth being exposed. Hi there, Ben. How are you doing? And sorry, guys, I just heard a notification, so totally forgot to turn my phone down. Hi, Tom. How are you doing? Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a lovely weekend so far. If you see this the day that I posted, I think we're gonna start with, let's go with the situations deck. We got to figure out what dishonesty we're dealing with, what kind of dishonesty. Hi, Patricia. How are you doing? We've got negotiator and single. So we could be talking about a like divorce proceedings, for example, or child custody. Because it doesn't look like we're dealing with the end of a relationship or at least somebody who's not in a relationship. But with the bargaining and begging combined with the dishonesty, it feels like we've got somebody who lost a relationship because of their lies, or the relationship is over and now the lies have changed slightly, right? We've got unconditional love in the reverse. So it feels to me like this is a relationship that was based on something that the liar could get from the other person. So this is like somebody pretending they love somebody because they want to have their rent paid or live somewhere in particular. Hi there, Miss Elizabeth. How are you doing? Ah, yes, you were the other tarot card reader. So love to get compliments from people like you. Hi, Tom. What do we got here? Yep, yep, yep. I think some people really struggle, Tom, with the whole honesty thing. It's just, you know, then you'd have to be honest with yourself, right? I think that's the real problem. So we've got protection from Archangel Michael coming through. And I feel like this is basically saying somebody thought they could pull one over on you or on everyone, right? Somebody who's been lying for a while thought that they could continue to use that. And this protection is coming through to me as somebody's going to happen upon a very important detail, a very important piece of evidence, something here that really makes it clear what this person was trying to hide and probably also their motivations, right? We've got alien, which is, well, it's the telepathy card, right? Somebody who may get a sign in an unusual way. But this, I think, is Archangel Michael planting this sign or trying to communicate with somebody here so that they find this piece of evidence or piece of information. Forbidden love. Oh. So this could be evidence of a third party that, especially if we're talking about a divorce situation here, could make it a little bit easier in terms of coming to a resolution, right? Well, at least for one party, maybe not for both. This is the energy oracle. Got Goddess of the Moon again, which is really beautiful when you think about the fact that we also have the moon having come out from the Santa Muerte deck. So I feel like this is kind of cluing us into somebody being a bit of a high priestess, just like Elizabeth called out. Somebody who has really strong intuition, who probably does listen to this Archangel Michael sign or message. You guys, this is powerful energy. I want you to look at the numbers. We've got number 52 and 53. I think these are actually the last two cards in the energy oracle deck. And my recollection is this magician in the mirror is basically somebody who has ascended to the point where they really know how to use their own power. Hi, Miss Joanna. How are you doing? And as a result, we've got somebody who I think is consistently underestimated because this is somebody who really understands how the universe works. This is somebody who sees through the lies. So I don't know. Let's get some more information from the Egyptian tarot. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. This is like trying to get every last dime out of somebody that you can. The Seven of Pentacles in the reverse often for me is like somebody trying to get something for nothing. And it kind of feels like a desperate cash grab, like, oh, I might not be able to use this person for money anymore, so I need to get everything possible, right? Got to gouge them is kind of the feeling I'm getting here. But we have the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Cups in the reverse. Honestly, the feeling that's coming to me is somebody being delusional. Like, in a selfish or callous way. Somebody who feels like entitled to all of your money and doesn't care if there's money left over for, kids or animals or retirement or whatever it is. Like, this is somebody who is like just outright selfish. There could be some sort of, I remember we were talking about some kind of truth coming out because of evidence. It could be communication between two people that is considered the evidence. But we do have the Eight of Swords kind of indicating that there is a sense of imprisonment or lack of freedom here. Somebody who doesn't necessarily know who they can talk to or who they can trust. Five of Cups in the reverse. This is actually a pretty good card to get in the reverse. We've got 3 fives coming out from the Egyptian tarot, so 555 could be important. But we've got somebody who doesn't seem to be letting the disappointment get to them. This is like somebody who acknowledges that something didn't end the way they wanted it to, but they're confident enough that things are going to move forward in the future that they don't really need to, I don't know, like, they don't really need to waste time being upset over what has been sabotaged or what has ended because it was supposed to end, or they're just not going to miss this person. I think this is seeing somebody for who they truly are, which makes it easier to move on to the next chapter. So we have Page of Wands in the reverse, 3 of Wands. There could have been evidence of travel that was out of place or not in alignment. So, like telling your spouse that you're traveling for work to, I don't know, Atlanta. But then when the ticket receipt comes through, it shows that you actually went to like the Florida Keys, like, I don't know, there's something that didn't match up, something that didn't line up. And this kind of was the tip of the glacier. And then more information was or will be discovered. And I think part of the reason we have the Magician and the Mirror here is somebody has mastered. I may be a high priestess. I can see through, people's lies, or I might get even, like visions on what's going to happen. But I don't necessarily share that information, like the high priestess is somebody who is a keeper of secrets. This is somebody who knows when information should be disseminated and when it should be kept secret. So I feel like somebody was aware that something was off, but they were maybe specifically trying to collect evidence, so they didn't say anything. I think somebody here was adept at navigating a really difficult emotional situation because they could, avoid confrontation or appreciate that the long-term benefits outweigh the short-term benefits. So we have the Two of Cups clarifying the Page of Pentacles. This feels like a new start in love, a new partnership. But for some of you, this is also kind of giving me the vibe of somebody who was at a long distance or at a distance from their lover. So take it how it resonates. But with the Nine of Swords in the reverse, we have a reduction in anxiety. Somebody who feels like they've found help or they have found a way out of this problematic situation. And they have indeed. We've got Six of Wands indicating that somebody here is going to have a victory because they were able to walk away from something that was not making them a better person. This Four of Cups is rejection. It could also be boredom, but I feel like really it's letting go of a relationship that felt more like a jail sentence. Somebody who's, I think, controlling in particular to with regards to information. So this is probably a relationship where several lies were told. We have the Hermit in the reverse, clarifying Five of Swords. Yeah, this is somebody who is controlled by their inner demons, controlled by their, base needs, not like higher level vibe kind of person. And this is somebody who sabotaged what they had. I really do feel like, it doesn't even have to necessarily be like a romantic love, but there's something here that someone did that ended up being a pretty sizable betrayal against their partner. And it was trackable or auditable in some way. For some of you, this could just be a partner that was giving your money away after you had said, not on my watch, there was an agreed upon understanding that was tossed out the window and somebody lied about it. We have the Knight of Cups, Queen of Wands. This feels more and more like somebody had two relationships going simultaneously and they were not in the same town. So this could be somebody who traveled for work or just had a reason to go elsewhere quite often. With the Queen of Wands energy, what I'm picking up in particular is somebody who has a lot of attention on them, but also seems to be a little bit aloof. I feel like this Queen of Wands knows how to attract people, but doesn't know how to actually connect with them or open up. This is somebody who feels a little bit shallow as far as a character or personality. And with the Ace of Swords in the reverse, this is somebody who lied about being in a relationship. Don't get too caught up on the genders. We've got masculine and feminine in each of us, so it's really just about what energy is being invoked. Ten of Rings in the reverse. That would be like the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Hi, Miss Christina. How are you doing? And it indicates that somebody feels like they have lost a lot. This is a major loss. To me, this is like somebody realizing they don't have their whole lifestyle funded anymore. Page of Wands in the reverse, Eight of Cups in the reverse. I don't know why this makes me want to giggle, but this is like somebody being surprised that their lies finally caught up with them. Somebody believing that they were going to be able to pull the wool over everybody's eyes for eternity, and then realizing that because they suck at lying, their shit is now real obvious to everyone. So someone didn't cover their tracks, or somebody made it a little bit too obvious what was going on. Two of Wands in the reverse, bad planning. This still feels like something pertaining to travel. Like telling somebody that their work trip is in this state or this country, but they're actually on vacation according to their employer, something like that. We have the King of Swords, Queen of Cups in the reverse, Six of Wands. So this King of Swords energy, generally a King of Swords is somebody who is really intelligent. This is somebody who generally is more head over heart and can be pretty logical or practical, right? and there's a feeling here that we've got maybe the King of Swords is perceptive enough to see through someone's emotional manipulation. Or for some of you, the King of Swords is leveraging their intelligence to perpetrate this emotional manipulation on others. But we do have the Six of Wands, which is kind of an interesting addition here. It's underneath the Ace of Swords in the reverse. It's almost like someone got so used to getting away with something that they stopped trying as hard. They got sloppy, right? Judgment. Hanged Man in the reverse. There was almost like a sense that somebody got forced into making a difficult decision. Like, do you want to completely cancel your trip that you've planned with your piece on the side, or do you want to, take care of your sick brother for a week? There was something here that came up, like kind of an emergency for the family is kind of the vibe that I'm getting. And it made somebody have to kind of double down on a situation that was dishonest, like, no, I would, love to be helpful, Aunt Maggie, because I know you're not doing well, but I have to travel for work. And then on one of those days, this person was traveling, Aunt Maggie calls the office and they're like, oh, no, he's on vacation. Apparently he's going to like some real cool island or going on a cruise. And everything just like fell apart because of that one little detail, Ace of Cups, clarifying the Eight of Cups in the reverse. And the World in the reverse. This is somebody who knew that they should have ended something, getting caught because they didn't end it, letting their emotions kind of sweep them away. And then when they got caught, the first thought was, I knew I should have ended this like a month ago, 2 months ago, whatever it was. Like, I knew this was going to happen. Why did I not expect this to happen? Like something didn't necessarily motivate this person the way it used to in terms of being tidy with the details. Honest would also be a start. The Sun, Ace of Swords, and then the Magician and the Hierophant, both in the reverse. The truth is coming out. The Sun card can be, the happiest card in the deck. This is being really content, really happy, overjoyed, but it can also represent enlightenment or some sort of truth coming to light. And when it's coming out with the Ace of Swords, I think you know what I see. This is the unavoidable truth. No way to talk around it, no way to discredit it. It's black and white. Somebody here was trying to manipulate the situation. And with the Hierophant in the reverse, it really does kind of scream to me that this is, not respecting a relationship. For others of you, this could be not respecting a boss, but I think for the majority of you, this is somebody who thought they could get away with something and they found out that they could not. We have the Nine of Swords in the reverse again. We had that here as well, indicating that there has been some sort of, on one side, it feels like extreme anxiety or maybe even a sense of shame. And on the other side, it feels like somebody is getting the help they need or the clarity that they need. Wheel of Fortune, times they are a-changin'. There is somebody here who's on the bottom of the Wheel of Fortune, whoever was caught lying. And there's somebody who's at the top of the Wheel of Fortune, somebody who is seeing things go more so in their favor because they stood up for what they needed to. So it's interesting to see the Queen of Wands underneath the Goddess of the Moon. I feel like this is implying that we have a feminine energy here who is highly intuitive. And with the Seven of Cups, I think this is somebody who not only saw through an illusion, but was also able to kind of put together their own illusion to not reveal what they knew too soon. The Hermit. Tell me this doesn't look like the same dude, different artists. This is your energy, whether or not you feel like you're masculine or feminine. You're hard to fool. People may try, people may underestimate you. Maybe they feel like the way that you talk, the way that you dress, whatever work you do, that maybe you're not smart enough to see through their BS, and they're going to learn today because you do a lot better than most people in terms of being able to read between the lines and pick up on little details that maybe other people just don't. It's like the idea of deductive reasoning, right? What's the least mathy way to explain this? Just like the idea that process of elimination. I know it's not this, and I ask you a question about that, and you tell me it's this, but I already know that it's not this, then I know you're lying to me. Something along those lines where somebody didn't anticipate you to be that good with that kind of thing. Oh yeah, bring on the hermitness. We have the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, see, this is that deductive reasoning I was talking about. Like, you were looking at the facts and you were like, something doesn't sit right here. It's not like making sense. Seven of Pentacles, somebody invested in something and they're not getting the results that they thought they would. This could be you feeling like this relationship was a waste of your time, but it could also be somebody who went out of their way on covering something up only to realize that you knew all along, you know? I don't know. I think there would be a couple of opportunities for that, Ivan. All right, we've got Three of Cups, Six of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. This just feels like somebody who didn't really want to work, maybe, who didn't really want to step aside from constantly partying with other people. I love Gordon Ramsay. There's karma happening. There's a balancing of the scales because this person took from their partner and now they're losing what they thought was theirs. Remember, we had the Ten of Rings in the reverse here as well. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody would like to come back in from the cold, trying to leverage, I don't know, compassion in another person to get what they want. But I feel like with this King of Cups, Four of Wands, there is a sense that things have changed. This person knows how to deal with the lame people that they've been putting up with. Ooh, I like this development, you guys. So here's what I see. This King of Cups that was stuck with an energy that wasn't very faithful or loyal or honest is going to level up with the Four of Wands here. Maybe focus a little bit on themselves first, right? Clean up the broken heart mess, and then they walk right into an Empress that is more on their level. All right, we're going to grab a couple from the Romance Angel Oracle, and then we'll call it a day. I think once you get to a certain point in that spiritual journey, you're just like, oh, no. The hermit life is the life for me. All right, so we've got let go of control issues and new love. That's what that Empress is. So there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You may have had to deal with somebody who didn't respect you or somebody who didn't feel like you deserved the truth. But this whole ordeal is bringing you to the right place and right time for you to run into your divine counterpart. Reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life. This could be a past life. It doesn't have to be an ex. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So focus on the positive. Don't get too hung up on what's happened. It is bringing you to a better place. Yes, good call, Delphinia. We do have a full moon, so act accordingly. All right, you guys, I think I'll leave it there. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next reading.